What's up, everybody? Liv here. Thank you guys for watching. Listen, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Go ahead and like this video. About 60% of you guys who watch are not subscribed. What is that about? Like, help a sister out. Okay? So today we're going to get into 5 reasons why you should own a .22 caliber firearm. Now, before we do, this video is brought to you by Better Holsters. For many of you guys who've been watching me for like the last 5 years, you know that I rocks with Better Holster. Okay, listen, they're probably one of my favorites in the industry. Okay, and their most popular holster, in my opinion, is the light tuck holster. And that's an inside the waistband holster, but they also have outside the waistband holsters. They also have holsters for the range. They have EDC belts. They have mag holders. They have t-shirts, etc., etc., etc. Made in the USA, 100% warranty. And listen, if you go on their website, betterholsters.com, you can use my code 32icon for 10% off your order, and just go check them out. They have different patterns, great customer service, etc., etc. So thank you, Better Holsters, for all that you do. All right, we're about to get into this video. 5 reasons to own a .22 caliber firearm. I have my handy dandy notes, and let's get into it. Number 1, ammo costs. Okay, with all the ammo that's going up right now, ammo cost for a .22 is much lower than other calibers, 9mm, 45, 10mm, 223, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so ammo cost is pretty good. About 100 rounds right now might be about $12-ish in your area, maybe online. If you buy something like CCI is premium ammo, so it's going to be more. Even if you get hollow points, which is like Selfdefense or like for game, it's going to be a little bit more, maybe $2 or so more for 100 rounds. But your mileage may vary, so check in your local gun stores, online, etc. But I still think no matter what, it is cheaper than shooting other calibers at this point. Okay, number 2, it's easy to train with. Right here, I have my Ruger Mark IV. It is empty, okay? And the magazine's right here. It's easy to train with. Practically no recoil. On this one, I have a red dot. But this is the Ruger Mark IV. This is the light. So it's a little bit different. I have that 1911 grip. I'm not going to get into all the details. But basically, minimum recoil. Easy for children. Easy for women. Okay, and I say women, not that we're weaker. I'm just saying sometimes like our hand strength may not be as strong as men, or we may have arthritis in our hands, which I'll get to later on in my notes. But my point is, it's not a lot of recoil, so we can teach proper grip. We can teach how to pick up our sights. We can teach good follow-up shots because it's less recoil. The gun is not jumping around as much. We can also teach how to use a red dot on a .22, because with 9mm, the recoil starts to jump a little bit. That red dot starts to jump around a little bit. So on a .22, less recoil, less movement. We can help them sight in and help them train with a red dot. But nonetheless, it's easy to handle. You can teach them how to pick up their sights, work on that grip, work on the trigger press, which is extremely important. And it just makes for a more enjoyable experience for new shooters. Okay, so that's my number 2. Number 3, you can use this in local competitions. There is a local gun store that I frequent. You guys who watch my channel know. They have .22 plate shoots. And I didn't know that. I found out. I said, wait a minute. I said, you could just bring a .22. They was like, yeah, bring a .22 caliber handgun. And we can have plate shoots just like we do with the 9mm and all that other stuff. So I said, really? So you can still go have good competitions with, your peers. Again, ammo is inexpensive in comparison to other calibers. And you could just have a really good time shooting this firearm, learning it inside, outside, and it's just fun to shoot. .22 is a blast to shoot. No matter who you are, child, to a full adult to a professional. Okay, it's just fun to shoot. So anyway, yeah, I would say that local competition is my third reason why I think you should own a 22 firearm. Number 4, pest control. Okay, people who live on large properties or live in rural areas, or places where they're like inundated with little small snakes and groundhogs and squirrels, etc., etc. You can use as pest control, okay? And so I know a lot of, like in the South, I know that my family has done that in the past. We're not calling it an exterminator and things of that nature. You use as pest control, you clean up the mess, etc., etc. So that is an option if, you choose to go that route. And number 5, self-defense. Now, some of you guys might push back on self-defense, but the bottom line is there are some people who, maybe young adults who can afford to own a firearm or who can legally own a firearm, maybe the elderly who maybe in the past have shot firearms, but maybe they have arthritis in their hands, or, their hands aren't as stable as they used to be. Listen, they can own this firearm for self-defense. Also, back in the day, we talked about how 22 ammo was not reliable. Well, now there's ammo that's very reliable for self-defense. Before, I spoke about CCI. CCI is a premium brand and is very well trusted. And so you do have that option if you want to purchase hollow points and things of that nature. So basically, at the end of the day, I think the ammo is cost effective. You can train with it. You can utilize it in local competitions, pest control, and ultimately self-defense. You guys let me know how you feel about it. Maybe I missed something. Maybe you want to add something, but I would love to have a discussion about the 22 caliber firearm. And let me know if I forgot anything. Again, Better Holsters, thank you for all that you do. Listen, go to their website, betterholsters.com, and use my code 32icon for 10% off your order. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you're doing well, treating one another with kindness, and I'll see you in